Okay, so this is how all games begin. Sorry for this, but basically you have this whole map to go through, and the idea is to get through it. So what we need to do is get to these seals here and be able to close them, basically. And that pushes out the outer border, so you can start further and further back. So you'll have these here sometimes, which are basically appliers or modifiers to the game. Usually you want to stand around those, but you do want to get near to the seals, because that's kind of the goal of the game. And then you'll see on the tiles, when you go around them like this, you'll see like the various kind. Royal Woodlands is usually around. There's marshlands. There's a whole bunch, actually. Coral Forest. Let's see if there's anything else here. No, it doesn't look like it. So these little things are points of interest, which means there's something else there, something like this. It could be an event, though, too. So usually you want to uncover those as well. So we're going to go here. Royal Woodlands is the best, or sorry, not the best, the easiest. So first things first, you got to choose a caravan to take. You can unlock like a third one eventually. You usually start out with 2, and you'll see what you get here with them. Try and get beavers. Beavers are very good because they're very good at woodworking, and you're going to be doing a lot of tree cutting, so it's good to have them. Here you'll see basically how many points you need to win, how many points it is to lose, how much fertile soil, and the rewards, what you're going to get for winning. Here's your conditions, what you can see. You'll see it's mild right now, and then you've got here, Royal Outpost makes it easier to communicate with the crown. Your order choices will increase by 1. That's pretty nice. And the gifts of the woodland trees are going to give you more wood. Here, you'll see the trees are going to give us wood for sure. They have a chance to give us resin, a chance to give us plant fiber, and a chance to give us eggs. Then all of these are natural resources that are going to be available. They'll be resource nodes, or in some one way or the other, these things will be available. Okay. Here you can choose the difficulty. Yeah. And here's your embarkation points. So you can take extra things with you when you go. Yeah, experiment and adapt. Okay, so we're going to go here. We don't need to play on Settler, but we're going to play on Pioneer because this is a new profile, so I don't have any upgrades except for that one that I bought. So it will be kind of tough to start out. Start off with 3, so you can take all 3, 20 eggs, 20 roots, 30 wood. That's just extra stuff you're going to have. Okay, and we'll make sure we choose the beavers, because we want beavers, and we're going ahead. Alright, so here you can see what it's going to do. Here, it'll show you the mysteries that were blank before. So basically, we have this one. The impatience grows 70% slower during the drizzle. That's nice. Reputation gained by resolve by 100%. That's really nice, too. You always get this one, which is a -4 when the storm's active. Here, we're going to have -1. As long as we get housing, you can see to prevent this negative effect, which is a -5 penalty to their resolve, we just have to have them housing. Oh. So somehow that bobbed it. Okay. Then you got this one here. You can find them up here when you're doing it. Quaking Bog, so ground is moving and swaying from rainwater's absorber. Gathering speed, 50%. Okay. That's on Hostility level 2. Hostility level 3. They'll have a -2 to their resolve, and it's a stack every 60 seconds. All we need to do that is housing and complex food, right? We get those 2 and we're good. Okay, here is the drizzle season and what you're in. Okay. Here's your people. You can expand these out and see what their various status effects and what their things are. Here you can see how many I have, how many are not doing anything or are builders, and how many are homeless. And okay, and then here it will be all of your cornerstones and everything. So these are all the bonuses that are currently active. They just stack up and stack up. Here will be your blueprints when you get them. So we have 3 right now. You always start with 3. Here is your reputation points. Each little diamond is another blueprint reward. Here's your impatience. That just grows statically as you go. Your building icons, your trees, all that stuff. You always start with a warehouse and this, your ancient hearth. Now that we have lizards, lizards are better at fire jobs than beavers are. You can see when we have a firekeeper for a lizard, we get +1 to the global result for everyone. That's really good, so we might as well do that. So, first thing you should always start with will be woodcutter camps. You need to cut trees to expand your territory and get other things, so woodcutter camps, very vital. We're going to build 2. You don't ever really need more than 2. 2 is plenty. You could maybe make an argument for 3, but that's probably overkill. So they're going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to pump it up to just 1.5 here, because I don't like really playing on 1. Okay, the other thing is there's the paths is really important. You want lots of paths. Your people are going to be walking everywhere, so you're going to want to make sure that there's lots of roads, because it's a flat 5% increase. Okay. Now that these are built, we're going to go ahead and we're going to assign. You'll see as we assign, our hostility of the forest goes up. So the more woodcutters you have, the more the forest does not like you. These are going to cut down only marked trees, which means they're not going to cut anything down yet until we use this little icon here and mark some trees to cut down. So these little glades here, so the ones without this little icon or face that you see on some of them, they're just regular old everyday glades, and they're completely harmless for the most part. You can just open them up and there won't be any problems. Some of the features you can use with this is if you hold control, you can see here that it's taking out the trees that would cut into the glade. So that lets you just mark trees, safe trees basically. You don't want to cut into a glade that you don't mean to. Now we mean to cut into these glades, so we're just gonna fix that up, because we want to cut into these 2 at least. What we should actually do, believe it or not, is, let's try that again, because really what we want to do is get into some glades to start. Getting into more glades is going to increase your hostility, but you need to get into the glades. That's where all the resources are. That's how you're going to get more stuff, be further advanced, and all that crazy stuff. So that's next step. Get those woodcutters going and get those woodcutters cutting wood. Finish out some paths here. You know, however you want to structure it. Karen does a nice grid pattern, I noticed, and I don't mind that. I have my own style and everything, but, you know, use what you're comfortable with and what makes you organized. Alright, so after a little bit, you're going to get this, which is the Queen's cornerstone. She's going to give you one every turn. So every time there's a new year, she gives you one of these. So you can see here what they're going to be. So in this case, we get a mill upgrade where we gain 3 oil for every 10 flour, or we gain 5 pigment for every 10 insects. What we can do here is if you hit escape, you can see here what's produced. You can see insects are not a natural thing. Some of these will produce or have a chance to produce it, but we're not going to be producing a whole lot of insects, so this one's not really going to work for us. This one could be useful. 3 oil for every 10 flour. And we probably want to make flour. There should be some fertile soil in this, and flour is really useful, especially since we're going to want to make biscuits and pies, typically speaking. So if we can get a bakery, that'd be great. So we're going to take that one, just because it's better. The amber is nice, you can do that if you'd like to, but we're going to take that. Now, you could go straight into blueprints, but because you are only going to get so many of these, I don't like jumping into these until we see what a couple glades have. Just to see. Because if it turns out there's not much fertile soil in these ones, then a farm isn't going to be much use. So we can see here, when we cut into one, you've got a cache, which is a glade event. And then you've got some roots and some berries. So, no fertile soil. So these are special events that you can do to get certain rewards. We don't have anything to do them yet, so I'll ignore it for now. Okay, next thing is this up here, orders. We're not going to do these orders quite yet. I like to save them for year 1 so that you have a better idea of what's surrounding you, so that you can better judge what the quickest way to get those orders are. Because usually the bonus or one of the rewards is a point, a reputation point. So the more you can complete, the better it is. Okay, we're going to ask them to stop cutting these trees down and cut those trees instead. Hopefully get into that glade as well. Okay, next thing we're going to do, now that we have a bit of wood, is we're going to build housing. Housing is incredibly important because it's a very easy way to gain some resolve for your people. It doesn't really cost anything to build housing, and you can build en masse because it's just wood to build houses. Each one of these little houses houses 3 people, so eventually you get quite a few, but that's okay. You can usually just sort them and organize them to nicely lay out in the city, and they have to be within this green circle with this hearth. If they're not, they don't. You're not even allowed to build them, so they won't work. Okay, so those guys are going to build those houses for us, and then they'll finish off those paths. Okay, so we open up another glade. We have a small encampment and broodmother, so slick shells, which is food. Okay, so we have a chance here to give them some roots to get some people, but we're still pretty early, so we're not going to bother with that. We're going to let them build those houses. Now that these guys are done here, I think what we'll do is we're going to move them over here. And we're just going to mark these trees here, and these trees here, and they're going to go and cut into those 2 glades. Eventually you're going to want to clear out the trees, you know, the ones that are sticking around, because they are in the way. But at the start here, like I said, you want to get a kind of a feel for your surroundings and what's around you. You want to kind of save these until you have some resources built up, so yeah. Okay, so the other thing we're going to prioritize obviously next would be food. Food's obviously very important. So there's dewberry, there's meat, there's all sorts of things. So we're going to put a camp here. And then the other thing we're going to kind of focus on, because mainly these things are kind of in the way, but the other reason is clay is very good. We got these clay deposits here. We're going to go ahead and we're going to build a stonecutter's camp. Clay can be used for quite a bit of things, and so it's kind of useful to have that early on. Plus it gives our people something to do. Alright, let's crank it up a little more. We're now in the clearance stage, which means one more phase before there's 3 seasons. Drizzle, clearance, and storm. After storm, starts all over again. Next year rolls around. Okay, so no fertile soil yet, which is a bummer. Really like some fertile soil. Now there could be some in one of the big glades, Could be. So another small encampment, some sea marrow, and more clay. So still not a great one. Just gonna take those out for now. Okay, so let's start getting some food. Okay, so we're gonna go just one because then we won't have. Otherwise, we won't have a builder. No free people means no builders. Means none of your buildings get built. So make sure you kind of always have one at least. Okay, another cheap trick would be that this has various levels that it could be going to. This is just a flat +2 to your global resolve, right? So that's very easy to complete. All it's asking for something worth 4. So you could build 4 barrels. I just built the park. It's just as much. It's a little bit bigger. But in terms of, you know, like how many squares it is, it's still the same number of squares. It's just it's a tightly compact square. You can put barrels like singly everywhere, but yeah. We're just going to build the park. And you'll see visually changed, and now we have +2 to global resolve. Okay. You'll notice here that the lizards are now over happy, like they're super happy. And now they're going to be gaining us points. It's slow, but this is another way to win, is if you can get that really high, especially for everybody, you can really kind of crank out those points quite easily. Okay, so we open up another one. Still no fertile soil, but we have more mushrooms, or some mushrooms, flax field, and cash. Okay, so that's not bad. Now what we're going to do, because there's not very many of these little ones left, we're just going to say to these guys, go ahead and cut trees. So they're just going to start cutting trees down. I'll move these guys over here. Alright, so storm time. So we get that -2 to resolve, and you'll notice here it goes down, and you can see there it's going down to 12 for both. That's very easily fine. It's no problem. We'll just let it go down. No worries. Okay, so now that park's built, we don't really need to build anything else, so we'll just go ahead and get that beaver chopping at the clay. Okay, what I am going to do is I'm going to relocate this one over here, just so I can start chopping some trees around a glade, a forbidden one. The reason why you want to kind of knock down these trees is pretty obvious, but you want to make it so that you can get to the glade as quickly as possible when you're ready. Okay, so now storm's all done. This will go back up, and that's good. Year 1, as it progresses, people kind of get more and more angry. That's why this didn't go back up to where it was before, because people are still getting angry. You can see here, after every year, you know, you're going to get more and more. It's just combined to keep stacking. Okay, so you're going to get, obviously, your cornerstone. We'll take a look. What do we got? If you want to take your first... yeah, so this is +1 to wood production, but you lose all your stored fuel. This is very bad. Don't take this one. Before choosing it. Oh, okay. That's a new one. Ethereal. I've never seen that before. Prepare for the worst. Discovering a small glade increases. So neither one of these is nice, but this is a little thing here. So what we're going to do is we're just going to do this. Yeah, we're going to say goodbye to that cornerstone. We're just going to see, do we get another one? We do not. Okay, so we're just going to decline. We're going to take the gold. Okay, the other thing you're going to get, typically speaking, it's on a timer, so if you don't accept it right away, you're not necessarily going to have it. And that is newcomers, new people. So you get the newcomers and whatever they're bringing with them. So in this case, this guy's bringing some of this stuff, and these guys are bringing this stuff. Now the other thing is you got to think about, you know, do you want beavers? Do you want them? Who do you want, right? In this case, I want to lock in the humans because humans are really good at farming. So I want to lock those guys in. So we're going to take those guys. Okay, we see we still have enough houses for everyone, so we're good there. And now people, we have more free builders. So we still don't have any fertile ground, which is lame, but that's okay. What we will do is we're going to go ahead and we're going to build a harvester camp to start working on this flax field here, I think. What do we got here? That's, yeah, herbalist camp. And this is a trapper camp. Actually, let's go with the trapper camp. We're just going to do that because it is more food, and more food would be nice. Okay, we're going to get these guys. See, these guys are kind of chopping down the wrong trees. We want them going for that stuff there. Okay, so we have some lizards. Lizards like to grab food, so we're going to go ahead and get him to grab some food. We're just going to see, do we have a lizard anywhere working that we kind of don't need him? No, we only have 2 lizards anyway, so that's all good. We'll let him collect the shells. Okay, orders. Let's take a look at them. We got more. So as time goes on, you unlock more. They get harder and harder as you go on. So let's take a look. Okay, so the first one is they want us to sell 8 amber, or give them 4 of it, and they'll give us this stuff here, and you get 1 reputation point. Here they want us to make building materials, pack of crops, and a pack of provisions. They'll give us basically some perks and some more parts. Parts are used for building. You only get so many of these. You can't make these. You have to trade them, get them, whatever. Here they want us to make a trading post and give them 5 amber, and they'll give us this stuff. So big thing is we already have 10 amber, and trading post is very easy to make, so we're going to pick that. That'll be easy to do. We're going to do that right off the hop, and that's done. Here, okay, so this one says 35 paths. They'll give us something where we move 10% faster and 10 there. If we need fill our need for housing, give them 20 wood. They'll send 3 people and give us some of this stuff. And if we have 6 lizards, they'll give us the trapper's camp, training racks, and this. So what we're going to do is we're going to go with this one. We're not going to be able to easily do this because we only have 2, but we'll just get them. The reason why is because blueprints are incredibly powerful. And having the bigger camps is very good because you can use the bigger ones that you'll get from opening the big glades. So we're going to go with that because we want that trapper's camp. Okay. This one, they want us to deliver an ancient tablet. And they'll give us this. 15 amber sold. Or complete any 2 dangerous or forbidden glade events. Okay. So this one's kind of tough. But I think what we'll do is we're going to go with this one, because we're going to do this anyway. This will be very easy to achieve. The rewards aren't great, but it's easy to achieve, so we'll do that. Alright, so now that we have these ones, we might as well do these ones too. Here they want us to deliver planks, bricks, and fabric. Here, pack of crops and comfort decorations. And here, fulfill the need for 8 jerky. So here's the big thing. This is +2 to jerky. That's pretty nice. But the big thing here is this. The humans get +3 to human resolve. That's just a flat bonus. That's very good. So I think we'll go with that one. Even though I hate making packs of things. This is pretty easy to do. But the packs will be a little tough, but we'll figure it out. Then here, they want us to complete 1 empathy event, or 1 event into empathy. Fill the requirement for clothes, and this one will be 15 trade goods, 15 crops. I think we'll go with this one. Tablets are good for selling, tools are good for everything, and meat is nice, but this one's also easy, so we'll do that. Okay, so now that we have those picked, what we should do is now kind of pick the blueprints we want. So, there's Forager's Camp, Herbalist Camp, and Small Farm. This is tough because these are very useful in terms of getting the big things, but you got to remember when you do these, the nodes go away eventually. So even though you have the camp and can harvest the nodes, if you don't have any more open glades and nodes, you're now in a pickle. Small Farm, provided we can get some fertile soil, which there should be some because it said it was pretty fertile. This is forever. It's not as efficient, but it's forever. So we're going to go with the Small Farm. Okay. So next one is fabric, water skins, or planks and tools. Now, usually you'd go probably this one here. And in fact, we probably will. I just want to check something. Tools are very difficult to make if you don't have copper, and we don't have copper. So if you were to, oops, not that, sorry. If you were to click on here, right, you'd see what the recipes are. So they need copper or crystallized dew. Both these things are going to be difficult to do, especially since we can't mine any copper. There is something that you can make for crystallized dew to make it easy, but it's still pretty difficult. So making tools is going to be a challenge in this map, so we're not going to go with the carpenter. Water skins is tough and not very useful. That's why we're just kind of completely ignoring the leather worker. So we're going to go with the weaver. Okay. So, oh man, they just do not like us. Okay, this is very, very tough. Okay, so basically you want complex food. That's something you definitely want. Biscuits, pie, skewers, all sorts of things, porridge, stuff like that. You want it because complex food turns your base food into better food and will continue to feed. So, if you, for example, turn your insects into skewers, then you don't need to eat your insects anymore. You can just eat the skewers, and it'll give, not only will it give the result for food, but it'll also give the bonus for the fact that you're giving them what they want, which is skewers. Okay, this is made complicated. Usually this would be easy because biscuits is nice because everybody likes pie, biscuits, and sometimes humans, for example, like both. So usually the bakery is a very easy one. However, biscuits and pie, if we take a look at the recipe, need flour. Flour is critical. If you don't have flour, your bakery is useless, other than making pottery, I guess. That's why it's complicated is the rain mill is here. So, the biscuits will likely come up again. We might not see the bakery, which is going to suck. And the fact the cookhouse is here, which is skewers and biscuits, which is a nice one too, is in the same one, also sucks. But we can't just turn down the flour. The rain mill's really good, so we're gonna have to go with the rain mill. Not the greatest, but that's okay. And it complements nicely our small farm to build the grain, right? We'll be able to make tons and tons of wheat, which will be nice. Okay. So now that we got that, and now we have some more complex buildings, the next thing we're going to make before we start getting into all the craziness is a crude workstation. And the workstation will let us build the next tier of supplies, which is planks. So you see here, planks, fabric, bricks, and pipes. I don't usually use pipes yet. I'm sure, and besides, we can't really make copper bars, so we're going to turn pipes off. If you click off, they won't make it. These are the priority, so you can say make planks before you make fabric, that stuff. We're going to keep bricks, fabric, and planks on, but we're going to set limits. We're going to say 20 of each. That's kind of the number I like to start with. I do eventually increase it once we have stuff. For the planks, we want, or for the bricks, sorry, we want them to use clay because we have clay readily available. For here, we're going to probably want them to use the fabric because this is what we can get, or the plant fiber, sorry. So that's a good recipe. And obviously the planks take wood. So those are all good. One thing we're going to need to do though is we're now going to have to build this. We don't have a choice. We need to collect that to be able to make fabric. So we're going to go ahead We'll slap this down now. And we'll get going. Okay, so the other thing we can do is check here and see what we can do. So we could send them home, or we could get them to come in. Both of them cost food though, so I'm not really ready to give up my food for that. Here we need any of these, and we have none, so we can't really do any of that either. So bumpkiss to all of those. Alright, so now that we have other people though, oh, we only have one still, so kind of short on people right now. Alright, so crude workstation is built. We're going to go ahead and assign our one person, and they're going to start making things for us. You want that so that you can start building the complex buildings. Okay, so here we're going to move you guys over here. Oops. Get you guys to start chopping into there. We're just going to cut these out here so that they go that way. Here, we're just going to cut these out here. Okay. So we can cut into this one if we really wanted to right now. It's drizzle, about to be clearance. You don't want to really do one of these forbidden events in storm season. So we're just going to hold off for now. And for now, they're just going to keep cutting these trees and getting us a little bit more room. Okay, I like to keep my side panels out here, just so that I can see what's happening if something goes bad. Oh, trading post. Sorry, we should be paying attention to this too. So we can complete this right now by building the trading post. Trading post, as you may have guessed, will allow you to trade. Oh, I forgot we do not have a builder though. So for now, we're just going to pull you off for a second. Let you build that and go from there. Okay. Oh, I forgot he's got to build that too. Okay, well. There we go. Okay. So probably cut into this glade here too while we're at it, maybe. Okay, so these are forbidden or dangerous glades. These are forbidden ones. These ones usually have 2 major events that you need to watch out for. A lot more complicated. Alright, so he's going to build that for us. Which is good. Should almost try and get these guys in, but we're running out of food. You can see here if your food's going down, that's not good, right? Everything here just means it's going up, right? Okay, glade open, abandoned cache, more stuff. So still no fertile fields. Okay, so we're going to go ahead, we're just going to say, you know what, start cutting trees down. Alright, so we're going to go ahead, we're going to assign him back to his camp. Okay, so first things first, we completed a order. So let's go ahead and deliver that now. Gives us this stuff, which is pretty nice. We're going to go ahead and deliver that. Okay. Another thing you'll notice too is that your impatience goes down. So as you earn reputation, they knock down the impatience as well. So good to kind of counterbalance that stuff. Okay, traders. Traders come in and they'll give you the opportunity to buy stuff. Things like this, for example. And perks where you get traders to arrive, crops, and blueprints. So that blueprint is really nice, but we're not going to be able to afford it. There's nothing we've got that he wants that he'll be able to trade for us. So we're probably going to just have to let that go, and that's okay. Alright, so keep cutting. Oh yeah, so we did, so bonuses, we got blueprint, so we're gonna go ahead and let's take a look. Okay, so Trapper's Camp. So here it's just telling us, hey, it's one of those. Okay, so it's telling us here that we have basically, so we can't re-roll, which is a little lame, but that's okay. So it's more a case of which would you prefer. So in this case, we're going to be getting grain and roots from the thing. So we're going to go herbs and berries because we do need those for the thing. So we're going to do that, and we're going to hope that we get some big nodes. So I think what we'll do is the start of the season, start of the drizzle season, we'll go ahead and we'll cut in this big glade here. And we'll get going. We're going to move this guy over here, I think, just to start cutting down those trees up there instead. Kind of want to, you know, space them out fairly decently so that, you know, you're not just cutting into one kind of area all the time. Okay, so we're just going to kind of make this so that we're just going to cut, we're just going to make those guys cut straight in there. Go ahead and open that up. Okay, cornerstone, let's see, herbs and root production increased by +1 for 75 biscuits. Not great. This one, 5 pigment for every 10 insects. This one's okay. Like I said, we're not going to be getting a lot of insects, but yeah, so let's decline that. We'll get the $10. Who knows? Maybe that'll be enough to get us a better blueprint from the next trader who comes. So they cycle through. You can see here. It'll kind of tell you what they might have and everything. You can't do trade routes yet with this new profile, so that's kind of out of the question. Okay, so there's the newcomers. So we could either get 3 people in coats or 4 people and herbs and stone. So let's do that. We're going to be able to put that other lizard on there. And now that we have a bit of stone, we can decide what to do with one of these caches. 10% on roads, so that one's probably the one we'll go with right there. So we're gonna go ahead with this one here, and we're just gonna assign one person. It's only a minute, so they can go ahead and just investigate that. Okay. Alright, so once you open up these, you'll see that there's a whole bunch of things. Main thing is, you know, you get the big giant ones, you get some glade events, and like I said, that we got fertile fields, so awesome. We'll go ahead, now that this guy's all done, we're just gonna go ahead and make it so that he can make it wider. Okay, but the biggest thing is, oh, you can get some ruins. In this case, this is great because you get a lumber mill for free, so you don't need the blueprint anymore. You've got a free lumber mill. So but the big thing is, you're going to have a dangerous glade event. So here's how you read this out. This is just basically what it is. Here is your time limit. If this time runs out, these things happen. So in this case, they destroy 3 random caches. You get an impatient point. Not great, but not the worst. Okay. Here we can persuade them. If we persuade them, what's going to happen is -6 to our global resolve while we're working the event only, though. Okay. Here we could arrest them, and these are the rewards we're going to get. So in this case, there's nothing bad that's going to happen while we're arresting them, and we'll get this stuff. But well, if we do that, we have 5 new villagers, some of that. So like this is amazing. So we're definitely going to persuade them. and we're just going to assign 2 to make it as fast as possible. 3 minutes is as fast as you're gonna get, but basically those 2 guys are going to go over there and do that out. Want to do this in Drizzle. Now you see why I want to do stuff like this in Drizzle, because now that -6 to resolve is not the end of the world. Okay, so other thing is, you notice that we have some homeless people, so we're going to want to build some shelters. Like I said, it's one of the easiest things to do. I don't believe we can get the next level here, but so there's that. Okay. Here we'll have to assign another person to gather for us, I think, eventually. Here we've got 2, so we're getting a lot of meat now, which is good. Still need, like, so right now people, so it's good that we're getting 5 people here, because it's going to be a big boom. And then we'll rebuild this to get the lumber mill, which will be nice. We'll build a farm out here, which will be good. And basically what we're going to definitely do is extending our paths out here. Definitely going to be able to, or doing that, that's for sure. Oops. So we're going to build the farm fields over top. You can build your small farm. Anything in the white circle is what it can use. So we're going to go ahead and build it right there. And paths. Like I said, abuse the paths. Faster workers means things get done faster, and that's what you want to do. Okay, so these guys are just going to keep building out. Let those guys keep doing that. We're just going to kind of pick the next spot we're going to go to. I think because this is kind of up here, this makes the most sense to go that way. You could keep going through here. There's some little glades, but really, if you can kind of keep it even, not necessarily even, but kind of symmetrical, you know, then that's kind of for the best, really. Okay, so big problem right now is that we just don't have people. Okay, so there's some more orders to come in, so let's take a look. So we could deliver 20 trade goods, have 10 aesthetic decorations, or have 10 harmony decorations. So harmonies, yield for goods, that. So these aren't great. Berry production's kind of nice. And the aesthetic decorations are okay to build, so let's go with that one. That one's pretty easy. We could do that pretty easily. Okay, and this one here, 40. We need to deliver 40 ale and have a tavern. Here we need to get two ring collectors and deliver this kind of stuff. And here it's need for leisure. Typically you want to kind of stay away from these. These are pretty tough to maintain, the leisure stuff and everything. So we'll go with this one. This one's pretty easy to do. The rewards on all of these isn't great. You know, and wildfire essence is really nice to have in case, so we'll go with that one. Okay, so right now, like I said, we just don't have. Okay, so here's the bonus. We just completed that. As a result, we've completed this one. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to complete that order. So that's a big boon and plus, so that's great. And the biggest thing is, we have many people now, which is great. You know, we need to build some more houses, which is not great, but houses can be built. It's not that difficult. So we're just going to slap up a couple more. I don't think this will be enough, but we'll slap up a couple more. And now we have a lot of people, which is great. Okay, what we're really going to need is space now, because if this isn't enough, we really need them to cut down this stuff, so we're going to get them cut down that stuff. Okay, we should be good with this many houses, so that's good. Building that, they're delivering those, which is great. 10 aesthetics, some more lizards. We got lizards. Oh, so now while we got that, we want some. We're going to definitely need another person in here collecting that stuff. We're going to want one out here. Let's do two. We're just gonna do 2 in here for that stuff. Okay, so we could get some more people, but because we have some mushrooms now. Problem might be that food is going to be at a premium, I think, and so that's going to be an issue. You know what I mean? So it's a good idea. I still think it's a good idea to do, though, because I think we're going to need those people. Okay, well, okay, that's fine. Okay, so we still need to complete another Dangerous Glade event. We need 10 aesthetic decorations. That should be relatively easy to complete. Aesthetics are the blue ones. So this one is 4, we need 10. And basically, it's going to be free because once we have it, we can just destroy them and get the stuff back. Let's take a look at the blueprints while we're here. Okay, so good news is we can get jerky or we can get skewers and biscuits. Skewers and biscuits is better because we have the biscuits there and skewers there. So that's 3 people. The jerky is only for the one. The lizard's here, right there. So clearly, cookhouse, good. Not great. Would have preferred the bakery, but that's okay. We can deal. So before we start saying, hey, let's get that, you know, let's get motoring on it, let's get going, you need to build out the rest of the chain first. So number 1 is making sure that we're planting a ton of grain. So that's what these guys are going to do over here. They're going to get out there, they're going to plant some grain. I'm going to say once we've hit, you know, the new year, we'll get some more people. We'll build a, oh, we're still homeless by 1. Oh, that's good, they're building houses. We will go ahead and we will make sure that we can get some stuff. We're going to assign 1 over here. We're going to rebuild it. So he's going to go and rebuild that lumber mill for us. Okay, we still don't have we don't have really any rocks because we don't have a rock patch here, so that's lame. We do have sea marrow, so we might go ahead and just move it over there, but I would like that rock out of my way. Okay, so you see our things are kind of getting low there, so it's going to be good that we're getting complex food. It's going to be good that we're getting that stuff. Okay, so other thing, we're just missing stuff. Okay, stuff's being built. We're gonna go ahead. We're just gonna let him finish. We're just gonna take him off. We're gonna put the 2 lizards on instead, just so we have a free human if we need it. Just gonna move you a little closer over here so you can open another glade event for us. I'm just holding off on the rain collection because of, you know, finishing it off there. Okay, cornerstone. Send gifts, treating the family, get 40 water skins for every full reputation, high resolve. Meh. Force seeds, hostilities reduced by 15 points every time we sell goods with 30 amber. We're not going to be doing that a whole lot. We can't really do that anyway, so that's fine. So we're just going to go ahead and decline. We'll get some more gold. Okay, so they've really started on that. So after those things are built there, the next thing you're definitely going to want to have is the rain mill. What we're going to do is we're going to put the mill out here. We're going to build a warehouse out here. And we will... do I want it that way? Yeah, that's okay. We're going to put the... Oh, sorry. We're going to put the cookhouse out here as well. I'll just do this. We need to get a path to this place here. We can't really move that, hey? Oops, sorry, I always forget to select the path. So we're going to do that. Okay. So, remember that they have to go back to the warehouse. So, if you can build a warehouse, this little one, the storage is shared. So, it's very good to build it kind of close. Okay. So, here's +2 fabric, storage capacity, and +1 mushroom. So, nothing great. We don't need food, so we're in pretty good shape. We don't really need anything from her. Newcomers is good. Here's 5. They bring tools and clay. Let's go with those guys. We're going to need some more houses, though. So we're going to have to think of something here. We're just about done this. Once we're done, we'll put them there. Oh, so you can see here we have enough lizards now. So we're about to win that one. That's great. There we go. So now we can deliver that. We get the trapper's camp, which is great. Tanning racks, that's all great. That's good stuff. So now this gets upgraded automatically, and now we're getting that. So that's terrific. Now, I'm starting to think we have a lot more that, so maybe we don't need so many of these. You know what I mean? So maybe we don't need the people. Maybe we go ahead and we instead send it to the Citadel. For the amber. Though we haven't really needed the amber for anything yet. Oh, we should have cut through that glade. Whoops. So let's go ahead and we'll get them to cut through that glade now. I want to cut through that one. Yeah, it's going to be the easiest one, so we'll cut through this one. It's not in a perfect position to get to, but that's okay. Okay, so warehouse built, that's great. Building some paths, building all that. Okay, so we have a blueprint. Let's take a look. Leatherworker, clothier, bakery. Okay, this is another clothier, I don't know. This is another tough one. We have a really good thing here with the weaver. So we can make fabric pretty easily and fast. Fabric is needed for the coats. Coats is basically a free 2+ for everyone. 2 or 3+ for everyone. Except the lizards, they don't wear cloaks. So we could do that, but if we do pie, we do 1 and 2. So it's the same amount. We would get pottery though. Pottery could be useful. It is 2 complex foods though. Making biscuits. So 3 stars means it's the best. So we're gonna go with that. We're gonna go with the cloth. Just because, yeah, it will be nice to have the other thing, but yeah, this way we have that. Okay. Oh, okay, herbalist camp, no deposits nearby. Let's go find some more for them. Some mushrooms they could pick, or more berries. Let's just go with the berries. Let's say go hog wild. Okay. Okay, so they're planting tons of green. So right now we're having a problem with our planks. So here's what we're going to do. This is a 3-star recipe, which means it'll be faster, and we can put the beavers in, who also work faster. We're going to turn these off because we don't need those, and we're going to turn this to, we're going to up it to 40 now. Then we're going to make sure that we turn off planks in here. We don't need planks anymore there. What we really should do too is build a clothier or a weaver, so that we don't build the terrible one for the terrible recipe for the cloth. So we'll go ahead and do that here. And you kind of want to try, because remember, space is going to be kind of at a premium. There's that. We're going to go ahead and we're going to build some more housing. think we only need 2 more. So there we go. Aesthetic mission complete. So we're going to go ahead and do that. There's some more stuff for us. Amber and crystallized dew. Okay, so we have this one now. This isn't great, but we have the tools, just not the pottery or anything else. So that makes things a little complicated. I don't think anybody's on their way yet, so that's not good. We could build the bakery and get the pottery, and that might be the only thing we can do right now. So what we're gonna do is we just don't have a choice but to do that, because we don't have stormwater, and we could probably get stormwater because we only need 12. Oh, you can use any kind of water, so that's good, and we can get the planks pretty easily. So we could tear it down. I would rather fix it. We have lots of tools. So what we'll do is we're gonna do this. We're gonna build the. Oh, we didn't get the bakery. I forgot. Shoot. Okay, so that's just out of the question. Okay, so we're not going to have a choice. We're going to have to go for the water. We have a few people, so we should be okay. So let's just, what we're going to do is we're just going to build it on the back of the warehouse here. We're going to build one there, and we're going to have to prioritize it. Oh, we can't. Okay. We'll build another one there. Okay. So we're not going to have a choice. What's the other thing we needed there? Oh, this is a brewery. So brewery's nice. That's going to be nice to have. Provided we can stop this thing from blowing up. Yeah. Oh, sorry. So, right, any one of those, right? Okay. You're gonna go ahead and you're just gonna chop down this tree stuff here. And actually, you know what? We're just gonna do that there. Okay. So we do get another blueprint provisioner. We don't need the flour. We don't need the barrels. Look at that pottery. Hey, carpenter, which we don't need. So we're gonna go with the bakery. Okay, so we need those anyway. But what we're gonna do is build the bakery. Might as well build it over here anyway. Okay. Oh, so what we can do too is we can knock these down. There we go. Knock those down, get some planks back. Okay, we're getting quite a few berries now, so we could probably welcome these people if we really wanted to, but I'm really actually thinking we're not going to. Okay, so they built the rain mill, which is great, but we need the pottery. Okay, some more orders came in, so let's take a look and see. So, 25 packed goods, need for leisure, need for luxury. So, the good news is, that's a brewer. So we'd be able to make the beer now, but we just don't have, yeah. So these are unfortunately not the greatest, because these will be tough to do. We could probably do the trade goods. Okay. Yeah, let's go with the trade goods. We'll go with the trade goods. Here, it wants us to have at least 16 humans. We have 5 right now, so that's not Great. More pack goods, luxury goods, and more of that. This is +2 pie production. That's pretty nice. This is +2 pottery production. We're going to go with this one, even though it's not the greatest one, because it's more of those. We'll just do that. We're going to have to basically be making a lot of goods, which is not great. Okay, I don't think we're going to complete this in time. Pretty confident now that this is going to explode. Kind of our only chance now would be to call the trader. He has pottery. It's only half, so we've got no choice. We're gonna have to do that. In an effort to attempt something. Okay, no stonecutter camp deposits nearby. Could cut down those little ones, but let's go with this big one over here. It's nearby, so let's do that. Ooh, we could sign some people here, so let's knock that beaver off. The 2 lizards cutting wood. Okay, traders arrived. Okay, so from him. Oh, great. He doesn't have any pottery. So that's not good. He doesn't have barrels. He doesn't have anything we need. Great. So even that didn't work. So we're just it's like doomed that this thing's just gonna go off apparently. Okay, so we're able to make that. Oh, harvester's camp, no deposits nearby. We'll go ahead and put them there to get those ones. Oh, okay, these guys are close now. So we're going to go ahead and add some people into those rain catchers. Maybe we got lucky, but we're running out of time. Okay, so now you can see here the forest is higher now in hostility, and as a result, we've dropped our resolve. So in this case, what you have to do is you've got to sacrifice some supplies, basically. What it does is it just kind of boosts everything, and so you're able to kind of make it work better. Okay. Well, they're finally building this, so that's nice. $6 minutes. We don't have enough rainwater. We might be able to get enough drizzle. Let's turn those off. Okay. They're best in here, so we're gonna take you guys out of that. We're gonna put you 2 in here. Put you back. Okay, we'll see what happens. Okay, every 2 pack of provisions gets 2 herbs, an artifact infused with the power of Holy Flame. So this one's really nice, -6 to hostility. That's good to keep that down because it messes with your resolve, right? So. Okay, so... Oh, okay. So we have enough there, and we have enough there. We're gonna need to assign somebody, so we're just gonna have to dump somebody out and say, go get it. And then we're gonna make sure that they can get there quickly. Let's see, where do we want these guys to go? Let's put them over here. And we're going to move you out of the way. go with the path. It's not perfect, but let's see, this is gonna have to come out. So maybe, I don't know, it'll be tight. Okay, so hold on though. They're making some pottery, they don't need to make it anymore. Oh, so the problem is no that. So what we're gonna have to do is first dump these guys out, and we're gonna have to put you guys in here for now. And you're gonna turn all our grain into flour. That's what that's gonna do. Okay, so trappers camps, no deposits. There's some eggs down there, meat over here, so we'll go ahead and get these little meats first. Oh shit. Damn it. That might have screwed us. Okay, 4 beavers to them. We want some more beavers for sure. Because beavers are better at this. So let's make a ton of that. Okay, harvester camp, no. Okay, it looks like our harvester camps are out of stuff to get. Okay, we're going to start opening some of these caches. I think what we'll do too is, now that we have quite a few people now, I think what we'll do is we're going to send these people to the Citadel, I think, is a better idea. So we'll use the eggs, and we'll just give them a... send them to the Citadel for some more money. Cash in the bag. Okay, so they are working. So we're gonna tear it down just in time. Thank jeez. Okay. So that's really good. It's not ideal. I would have preferred to rebuild it, but that's okay. That means we're gonna be able to get this, which is nice. The brewery will be nice. Pickled goods is great. Okay, so these guys are still building bricks, which is good. They're up to 20 though, but now they're kind of stalled or stopped, so that's good. Okay, for housing, we're going to build another house because we're down again. Okay, so we're doing those, which is great. Drizzle water is getting, we'll get some storm water to deliver as well. So let's work on the crops. So with that, we're going to do a makeshift post. Actually, hold on. We're going to just see if anybody can build crops right now. Building materials, pottery, pigment, and biscuits. This doesn't look like any of our big structures are able to do crops. What about this one? So this one will be able to do crops. So we'll do this. We'll rebuild this. Right now. We'll rebuild it right now and get that going. Over here, I think what we'll do too is we're going to go ahead and we are going to fill out this field. So we were saved, the dangerous glade event was dealt with. So we did complete that one, so great, we got that, awesome. Okay, so I think what we'll do is over here, we're gonna get you guys to start chopping over here because I want kind of this stuff out of the way to kind of make it easier. Oh, and there's a glade there we can just open up into, actually. Why don't you guys just do that first. Okay, you guys are gonna kind of just chop around here, which is good. This will just give us a bit more room. Yeah, so he's salvaging that up, which is great. Okay, this doesn't have anything nearby, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to put you here. And, again, because this is so far out from the original warehouse, which is over there, it's a bit of a walk, a bit of a trek. We're going to go ahead and we're going to build one. Now we're going to wait until this goes away, and then we'll build it there, that's for sure. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and finish out this path as well, so that's completed. Great. Okay, more orders come in. Trade goods. So we could do this one very easily right now. Gain 15 roots, new glade, 5 people, 40 skewers. It's not great rewards though. This one is very good rewards, and we could probably do this pretty easily. We're gonna have to make hack goods anyway, so let's do this one. Okay, and then this one here is what? Discover, complete a forbidden glade, send to, and cut through 3 glades. That's pretty easy. Need for jerky, need for pie, need for skewers. We're gonna have a tough time doing jerky right now, so that's kind of bad. And then this one is need for religion. So the need for religion is one of the needs. Now, it is 2, which is good, so let's just see what our blueprints are. Smokehouse, provisioner, and kiln. Okay. Well, we can get the jerky, and we can do the jerky, and do that. Okay, so we'll go with the smokehouse. Okay, so resolve is low again. We have to do this. We have to burn some more extra wood to get by. Hopefully we gain enough stormwater this time around, and that helps us out. Okay, warehouse should go down. I think I'm going to have to figure out something over there. Alright, so there that goes. That gives us room now to kind of put this in here. We're going to be able to say build only grain. Okay, this thing's all done. Oh, let's just move this. Move this in such a way that it still gain things. It doesn't look like it. So it looks like the only place for it to go is there. I mean, I could take out that one, but you don't want to really take out things. So, just sucks that we can't really move this. It just kind of looks goofy, but that's okay. So we're just going to do that. There's that. Okay, do we have enough humans? We do. Those guys can go start planting that. They are also really like the ale, so that'll be good there. Okay, so that's good. Mushrooms. Okay, let's see what this gives us. That's lame. Harvesting and planting are 25% slower. I don't like either of these. We're going to get more wood, or gold. Alright, Sahela's back. So we could get a plantation. +3 to coats production and +2 to fabric production. We should spend some of this gold, I think, on something, but really, I don't like either of those. It's not the end of the world. We did not get enough storm water, so that's lame, but that's okay. We'll figure it out. Okay, so here's the half the problem is we are not making any of the complex food that we said we were going to make. So we should really figure that out. Over here, we're going to break this one open as well. Send the beaver. Okay. Oh, these guys, we're going to send these guys off to the citadel. Oops. Okay. It is drizzle. What we're going to do is we are going to open up this glade, I think. Might not be greatest idea. You know, it might end up hurting us, but who knows. Let's see what's in there. See what's what, and go from there. Okay, so what I was saying is we're not building any of the complex food we should be building. So we have not very many lizards. We need some lizards. So let's just go see where the lizards are working. You can click here and it'll show you where everybody's working. So he's working in there. There's one in the ancient hearth, which we want. There's two in the trapper camp. So we don't have very many lizards. Oh, there's two in the workstation. You guys are going to come out. Okay. Now, biscuits or pie is going to be the question. We could do skewers and biscuits. Skewers and biscuits would be 3. Pies and biscuits would be 3 as well. Well, through 4 actually. So pie and biscuits is the one we'd want to go with. Okay. So pie and biscuits is what we're going to go with. They will cook biscuits and pie. Okay, I did forget that we need herbs and stuff. So we're going to be able to use the roots, herbs, and berries. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to the consumption. Oh, it's not unlocked yet. Okay, so we're not going to be able to do anything about that. Okay, so we're going to make sure that they're using those. And then the pies won't use the herbs, but they will use the meat stuff to make it. And we don't need pottery for anything quite yet. We might down the road, but not yet. We will for ale. You need it for ale or for pickling things. So we'll do that. And we can pickle mushrooms, so that would be a good idea. Okay, what's over here? Oh, didn't I say break it open? Okay. Dangerous glade event. Ooh, so harmony has been disturbed. -5 to global resolve. Impatience point. Okay, what do we need? So we got lots to burn it down. It's going to be all species become less resilient. Resolve drops 500% faster. That's pretty crazy. We could do this where we calm the spirits and we gain an harmony. Oh, so that's very nice. So that's a very nice bonus for the decorations, and it's very easy to do. So we're just going to do that. I'd rather be able to set somebody else on it as well. So let's see. We're going to just move this a little closer. You guys, we're going to cut some more down. Okay. Let's see. Where do we have somebody where we don't need them for the time being? Well, we're just going to take out one of the rain people for now, because we have enough drizzle water. And we'll assign them here. Whoops, assign them here. Okay, so they're going to go ahead and do that. Okay, this is a pretty good one too, because it has these big nests and these big things, so that's really good for food. We're going to be in a pretty good shape for food, for the most part, that's for sure. Okay, so half the other things was we were working on making sure that we could do pack of crops. We do need to do pack of crops. We could use the roots. That'll be fine. How many do we need? 6 in this one, 20 in this one, so 26. So what we're going to do is we're going to actually do 26, and we're going to say go for it, guys. Now there's roots, and we don't have a forager's camp yet, so we're going to build a forager's camp. because there is some stuff we could get. Mainly the roots is what we would like to get. There's some more people, which is definitely what we needed. So 4 lizards, 2, yeah, so this one's going to be the most people. We're going to go ahead and we're going to accept that. We're going to see people go off and get it. Now we do need more houses to accommodate those people. Yeah, so they're going to make those pack of crops. How are we doing here? Okay, we're doing pretty good at breaking these open. So we're going to keep doing that. Oops. Keep breaking those open. Keep getting those supplies out of those crops, because we can now readily and easily do it. So that's what kind of a very good idea to do. Okay, you guys can go over here, and you guys can open up that glade there. Now that there's some more room here, we're just gonna make kind of a road going up there. Okay, 4-vape comfort. That's one thing that we have to do, so some comfort. That's these ones, so we're just gonna make another that. Hopefully we start getting some more of those pack of crops, which will be good. Okay, we opened up this one, which is nice. You guys can just keep cracking these trees down. Yeah, so we still don't have anybody working in here, and that's okay. We don't need biscuits anymore. We're making biscuits out of there, right? So we just need the skewers, we don't need pigment. We're going to make a couple. The insects, we'll use the insects, but now we're going to have to turn them off of here so we're not fighting the pies for it, right? We also need another one. We're going to have to use berries. Problem is, we're going to be fighting the biscuits for it, but that's okay. We'll go for it and we'll figure it out. Eight comfort. We still don't have enough storm water yet. The storm is coming up, so let's make sure that we can actually collect some more storm water. Okay, trapper camp with no deposits. Okay, let's go here and get some eggs. Because I think we're using eggs in some of our recipes, are we not? Yes. Okay, so completed this one. We can deliver that. Go ahead and deliver that. Pick. Alright, what do we got here? Ooh, we gotta go. Okay, skewers by. Right. Oh, right. So we're gonna be able to do this one, no problem now. So we're gonna go ahead with that one. Alright. I think from here, I'm gonna have to kill it quick. So, hope that was okay for you, Jared.